Hey guys, good to see you. Glad you could join. Yeah, it's Thursday, and yeah, I didn't quite follow through on the daily shaves. Yesterday, yeah, I was just too tired. Let's put it that way. Right, so we're gonna get right down into it. Today, it was hot and muggy here in South Carolina, and I'm feeling like some menthol. So I'm gonna try this Stirling Soap Company's Orange Chill Menthol. Gonna give that a go. That's a first for me. First time I'm trying a menthol soap of theirs, and yeah, put some in my little mug there. Just tore a little snurtle off, and gonna give that a go. All right, brush as it has been throughout the week. The Balea Men boar. Been soaking here in my trusty mug, and yeah, as a razor, my first DE razor that started this whole thing. It's a Weishi. Well, basically, it's a Vander Hagen, a Vander Weishi. Anyway, I'm still using the Supermax Blue Diamond, and this will be its third shave. And well, this razor always reminds me of my Gillette's, my twist to open. But I've actually had a look through my collection, and none of the head form matches really, because this is a lot flatter. The only one that comes close is the Black Beauty adjustable, as far as head form goes. You know, the radius on it. Yeah, that took a minute. Right, so let's get to lathering. I haven't tried this brush out with a bowl lather, not in quite a while at least. So, all right, we're gonna start off with a somewhat wet brush. Shake it out 3 times. Good enough. Because yeah, the Stirling Soap Company stuff typically likes a tad more water. I mean, I've got a couple of their soaps, so yeah, and we're just gonna lather up. And as you can see, coming up with a whole lot of foamy. But we'll just keep on working it. I'm not gonna be deterred by that. How are you doing? Hope you've gotten well through the week so far. Tomorrow's Friday. Looking forward to it. Hopefully the weekend will be nice, and hope we get spared by the rains so I can do a little bit of work outside. So yeah, hope you're doing well. Tomorrow after work, really looking forward to it. We got a new grocery store in the area, which I happen to know fairly well. It's a company called Lidl. It's a German grocery chain, if you want to compare it. It's a discounter, very much like Aldi, if you guys are familiar with Aldi. And actually, as a matter of fact, in Germany, Aldi and Lidl are the biggest competitors to each other. So very much looking forward to their grand opening here in the area, and hopefully we can grab some nice deals. They said they were going to have some opening specials, so looking forward to that. Yeah, all right, look at it. This is coming along nicely. If you can see that, nice peaky, good stuff. I think we'll go with that. All right, let me just get some water on the face. All right, just get that a little bit wet. Yeah, so week's been going all right so far. Been doing or trying to do my shave as often as possible, except yesterday, falling asleep on the couch, so I didn't get to shave then. All right. Yeah, we'll take that. Check that out. Nice. Just gonna get some out of the brush here and into the tips a little bit. Let's see how the menthol is doing. Yeah, the blade's been performing very well. In the Tech Razor it did well. On its first shave it did well. We'll see how it does in the Van der Weische. And yeah. Yeah, this is your typical razor that a lot of folks start out with, because it's, you know, you can get it at the store, Walmart, stuff like that, grocery store. You can get them in the sets, and I haven't had a problem with it. A lot of people say it's, you know, oh, it's a very mild razor. I don't think it's that mild. It's kind of middle of the road. Yeah, sure, it's not aggressive or anything like that, but you know, it's aggressive enough. Just pair it with the right blade. Now, mind you, blades. Those Van der Hagen blades that they supply along with it, yeah, no. They very much remind me of the Merkur blades that come along with the Merkur razors. And yeah, they just don't work for me. Let's see, that's a pretty darn good lather there. Ooh, and I'm starting to feel the menthol. Oh yeah. Getting a nice cooling sensation. Now that the soap is just the regular menthol formulation, not the the glacial. Now the glacial is supposed to be brutal. Since I'm not a real menthol head, I think the menthol will be just fine. So okay, Van der Hagen Weische third shave on the Supermax Blue Diamond, and let's see how this goes. Yeah, a lot of folks kind of put these razors down. You know, I was like, yeah, it's just made in China. And, you know, it's put them down as junk. To be quite honest, they aren't of that bad a build quality. Apparently, Van der Hagen might have said something there when they're putting their name on it. And I don't know how it compares to a regular Weische, you know, ordered directly out of China. But like I said, this one is not super mild. You know, it's moderate, sure. Definitely not aggressive, but I consider a Tech a lot milder. So this is not a bad razor to start out with. Will it last forever? Like some of the Gillettes? Maybe not. But it's not a bad build quality, to be quite honest. You know, if you are considering starting out or just starting out, it's really not a bad choice. Just depends on what blades you put in here, and that's pretty well where you need to start at. Is once you have that razor, see, it is something like this, get yourself a blade sampler. Start trying out various blades in the razor and work on your technique. And once you've got that down and figured out what blades you like, you know, you can start getting a little fancy if you like, but don't let anybody else tell you this is a crappy razor. It's really not. I mean, hold on a second, let me just try this before I rinse off. The blade action, or the door action itself here, if you have a look at it, it's smooth. You know, there's not that much play in it. I've got Gillettes, of course they're over 40 years old, but I've got Gillettes that have more play in it and they still work great. You know, you just got to watch out that it gets the blade right. that the blade sits in there straight, that the blade, you know, alignment is proper, and then you're good to go. All right, let me rinse off, and I'll be right back for the against the grain. And we're back. Yeah, love some Stirling, and I think I've stirred up way too much of this stuff. If anybody wants to come by, that's probably going to last me for another day or so. I guess I know what I'm shaving with tomorrow. But the menthol is really starting to come in. I'm getting a little bit of the orange. It's not huge on the orange part. It's more kind of, I don't know. When I think orange, I think of something, you know, like the bergamot neroli of TFS, or the Marco, what's it called? Don Marco from Razor Rock, Italian barber. You know, they got a nice orange scent. This is, you get more of the menthol out of it, with a slight hint of orange. But the menthol's coming in nice. Got that nice cooling sensation. Exactly what I wanted. Okay, let's see how this does. No, this was 2 days of growth that I started out with. Like I said, since I fortunately did not get to shave yesterday. Yeah. Oh, I was watching some videos. I did get to watch some videos yesterday, and that's, I think, why it just kind of, you know, I got comfortable on the couch watching. And I was tired from the long day before. I got to watch Steve's video with the black handle Gillette Super Speed. Well done on that. It looks like he got along very nicely with that razor. And unfortunately he had some bad news also. He got scammed off of eBay with one of his razors, so if you want to know that story, go ahead and check him out real quick. Right there at the end, he'll tell you all about it. Unfortunately, that's the downside of ordering stuff abroad over eBay. It can be a hassle. I got to watch Ken Surfs too. A good video on the Tiger blade, and the one thing I did want to mention on that is he tried out a new blade which was subpar, and he basically got done just with his cheeks, and when he moved on to his neck he said, okay, this is it, this is where we're gonna stop. And for anybody out there who's new, that's exactly what you want to do. If it doesn't work, if you've got a new blade and it gets tuggy, and you know something's not to your liking, don't push the shave. Get some, you know, if you don't have a backup razor ready and loaded, go ahead and just kind of pop that blade out. Get a blade in that you know that works. Pop that in there, and then continue the shave that way. It's, you know, experimenting is part of the fun, but having to suffer through a shave is definitely, it's not worth it. You know, it's we've switched to this style of shaving away from the cartridges for a particular reason, to get more comfortable shaves and to have some fun. And yeah, if it isn't fun, don't. You know, there's absolutely no shame in switching it up right in the middle of the shave. Same thing when you realize all of a sudden your lather is falling apart or something, you know, go back to the puck and reload it. See, you know, just all you got to do is add some water afterwards, and you know, you're back in business. It's not like anything will happen. Not like somebody's watching. All right, that was an excellent against the grain pass, and I'll just do a quick rinse and then we'll be back for the pickups. Okay, and we're back. All right, like I said, I got plenty of soap in here, and I mean Stirling is always wonderful and slick, and ooh, that menthol is coming. Okay, I definitely don't need the glacial. The regular menthol is good enough for me. Glacial, I think, has like twice the amount of menthol in it, and yeah, if you want to see that, another cut above Chris, and yeah, he loves his glacial Stirlings, yeah, these cold ones, and a bunch of other guys, Ken Leah, that have tried them, and they love it. This is good enough for me. All right. But like any other Stirling soap, it's super slick. That's great residual slickness left on the skin after, and a good skin feel. It's probably one of my top 5 soaps. Not probably, it is one of my top 5 soaps. I haven't really had a disappointing moment with him yet. So yeah, the nice thing about them too is they have the samples. Yeah, it's, you know, it's only 1 ounce and they charge I think $3 for them. But to be quite honest, that 1 ounce goes a long way. You can probably, if you're somewhat conservative, at least 2-3 weeks of shaves out of them. If you're a daily shaver and you don't load ultra heavy. A friend of mine tried them out. I got him started with it, and it lasted him probably about 3 weeks. Yeah, and he shaves daily, normal load. And he does still shave with a cartridge razor, but he switched over to using a brush and soap again after many years. He's told me, but he just didn't know what to get. So I got him started on that and he's loving it. I think right now he's got the grapefruit. Keep opening up that thing every time. Guess that's what happens when you go daily shaving, right? As you can see, plenty of slickness left. Okay. Sorry about that. I just got interrupted. That was Alex that called me. Alex de Leon, checking up on how things are going. So, yeah, hi Alex. Thank you. Right in the middle of the pickup pass. Yeah, got a couple of spots there this time. But we're almost done. Just gonna put on a little bit more lather there, just just around here to get the final little bits, and then we're good to go. So, yeah, I hope you guys have some, get a good start tomorrow into the weekend. Get that last day over with. And, yeah. Hopefully we can have a live shave on Saturday. I don't know if, I think Cap's doing one. He typically puts his video up on Thursday, late at night, after work, and just to let everybody know if we're having one. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Okay, I will rinse off and then I'll be back for the post. And we're back. Wow. Post shave feel is really nice, and I'm feeling the menthol. Now the thing about Stirling soaps is definitely not vegan or veggie or anything like that. It's got tallow and it's got lanolin in it and shea butter. The shea butter part, okay, but the other two, So if you're not into that kind of stuff, yeah, gotta miss out on this one. Regular witch hazel, as usual. Yeah, and I'm getting a little bit more feedback than I normally am. Either the blade didn't work quite as well today. Maybe it's already given up. Or it just isn't a good pairing with that razor. Now, like I said, that razor is not the mildest one. I don't know, hold on, let me see if I can clean it off a little bit. See if you can see that, possibly. I'll zoom in, yeah. There we go. It's got quite a bit of gap. So yeah. It's got a good bit of blade gap, and you can feel the blade with it. So I don't know what kind of razors other people have gotten. Maybe the quality control is just so, it is a Chinese made razor, you never know. But this one actually has a bit of bite with it, and wasn't the most comfortable shave I've had with that blade yet. So I don't know, maybe it is just it started out great. But on that pickup pass, I was starting to notice a little bit of okay. Wasn't to the point where I'd say, okay, I'm going to abort, but there's just a little bit more resistance than I would like. And the neighbor's leaving again. Okay, while this is drying off, let's just go through what we've used. The Hagen Weishi razor with a Supermax Blue Diamond. This wrapper here, show this again, this one, and this was its third use, and I don't know, maybe I'll leave it at 3 with this one. Worked great on the first two shaves, really gotta say. Maybe it is just one that you can use for three shaves, never know. Just one of those things you gotta find out, and then in the future just stick with it. So okay, brush was the Balea Men Boar, and as you can see, plenty of lather left of the Stirling Soap Company Orange Chill. It'll be this one, and this is one of those samples. This is a 1 ounce sample, and you can shave, like I said, quite a bit with it. Okay, as far as aftershave, what are we going to use? I have no clue. Hold on. There we go. That's the one I was looking for. The Don Marco. Shake well. Oh yeah, orange. That's that's gonna hit the spot. Okay, that was more feedback than I would have liked. Right there, this whole area here, when I went over, and here. All in all, not a terribly bad shave, but not the most comfortable either. Right there at the end, I think that's where I got myself. It happens. And I had 2 days worth of growth, so normally the skin should be okay. I'm gonna try that razor sometime down the road with that blade on it on its first shave and see what it does, if it's the razor, if it's the blade. But that's something to definitely take note of. So okay, I'm gonna say I'm gonna leave it at that due to the nice and moisturizing properties of the Stirling Soap Company soap. I am not gonna go with a balm. Okay, fantastic. Thanks for joining me. Hope you guys get into the weekend well, and I will hopefully see you Saturday or Sunday. Alright, have a good one, guys. I'm out.